Hey guys, Artosis here, bringing you some more of the GAN Race Survival series. Right now, we have Mihu here, the best player outside of Korea, a great Chinese Terran, having taken down App in that last game, now going up against the Korean Zerg Sacsri. Now, I mentioned this at the very beginning of the series. I thought they would leave Sacsri to the end and probably use 815 second. But no, that's not what they're going to do. They're using Sacsri now. Now, Sacsri is the strongest player in this tournament, without a doubt, in this, at least in this week, is, I guess, what I'm saying, right? It's, I don't know if we call it a tournament, but, yeah, in this series, he is, like, really, really, really good. Sacsri is absolutely an ASL level player. He doesn't make it every single season, but he is legitimately, like, a top 10 Zerg. So that's pretty insane, because the Zerg, you know, lineup is incredibly deep in Korea, right? I feel like we have more top Zerg players than any other race. But yeah, he's really, 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 really good. Now, going up against Mihu, oh my god, Mihu is going to go for a double barracks play here. Double 9 racks, that's not something that you see every day. Normally you do 8 racks. Yeah, you go double 8 racks, but yeah, that's a double 9. He has his own little way to do everything, Mihu does. He's going to have to make a depot next. Okay, if Sacsri goes hatchery, Mihu might just finish this game off immediately. Okay, so hatchery goes down. This is going to be very hard to hold. You know, double racks, this is so close. Look at this. Look at that travel distance. It's like nothing. It's nothing. Those Marines are going to get there in the blink of an eye. Now, if Sacsri scouts it right away, sometimes you can cancel the hatch and make Sunkens in your main and kind of hold it. Occasionally. But it's not super realistic. You know, this really feels like a build order win. This is the biggest coin flip Terran has. You can go 2 barracks in the center, and if Zerg doesn't know what's coming, they go hatchery first, and you're kind of screwed. Oh, the SCV's sitting there? He's going to know. And immediately he sees the SCV, goes to the center. Okay, what does Sacsri do here to hold on? What is he going to do? He brings up a second drone, brings up a couple more drones. Is he just going to fight this with drones? He might feel like that's his best chance. You know, if you cancel this, the rush has already kind of worked, although you've sacked a lot of economy as Terran here. Now, it drills that one drone back that was under attack. This is a lot of drones. Oh my gosh. Going after these Marines. And he's actually killing a lot. Okay, he's lost 2 drones. He's making like 8 lings right now. You know, this is getting pretty close. Like, Sacsri, I think, will have enough to hold this, but he might lose so many drones that it still is pretty painful. Okay, loses another, loses another, loses another. Okay, so he's lost like 5 drones. He's down to 8 drones here. More lings coming. So he's going to have 10 Zerglings going up against 6 Marines, 2 SCVs. There is a little bit of damage. There's on the SCVs as well as one of the Marines. And yeah, he's trying to get 2 more up here. With 2 more, he can absolutely beat the lings. More lings being made. Dude, this is crazy right now. Mihu hunting these Zerglings down as hard as he can. Again, you can't really recover if this gets held. So Mihu still needs this to do the damage. More Marines being made. Is he going to back up because of the ling split? Because, you know, if you send just a small amount of lings down here, you're basically screwed. He's building 2 depots at once, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I guess he's for... Oh, I'm sorry. That's a bunker. I'm crazy. I'm like, what? Why would he ever make 2 depots there? He doesn't need 2. But he makes 1 and a bunker in an interesting location. The bunker, if it's here, can kind of protect these depots a little bit better, but can't protect the bottom patches, which is really painful. So he opts in for protecting the bottom patches. And that's going to be good, because the lings are going to have to go way up and around if they want to attack. Now, there's a sunken on the way, which is an issue. He is making a bunker here at his barracks, so it looks like the idea here for Mihu is to go into just Marine Medic. And that makes sense, right? He sets up the defense so he can continue to produce, because you can't float these back. As soon as you lift them off, you lose the game. BattleNet kicks you off because there's no chance. And yeah, we should see him start an academy now. There it is. So he's got the bunker at home to defend, and then, yeah, he's got like a bunker set up here, producing Marines still. You know, Mihu's giving himself a real opportunity. In the meantime, Sacsri has regained some of his drones. He's making a second creep colony. This is a lot of lings. If he were to get a full surround on this, if he even gets a surround at all, he might just break this. And if he breaks this, the game is over. He's going to kill all the SCVs. Okay, comes up and will just target SCVs out. It's only 2 in the bunker. So he definitely... Oh my god, he's killing so many SCVs. Look at that. Very bad pain here for Mihu. Even slows down this academy some. Mihu runs the SCVs, and then Sacsri takes that moment to kill the bunker. He's going to kill both Marines inside, which means that basically all the SCVs are dead. Like, they might be able to just barely survive here, but they are so injured. He's going to lose more and more and more. 7 SCVs remain. Not a good situation by any means. Like, to have any chance, he needs stim and medics. And he can't even finish the academy right now. So the Marines walking back to try to block these Zerglings. And in the same time, Sacsri looks like he wanted to hit the center. But yeah, that bunker, he did leave 4 Marines in, so not something you really want to attack. Okay, so finally cleans that up. I gotta tell you, like, Mihu has given himself way more opportunities than I think I've seen anyone do with a bunker rush that was held, right? Now, this bunker does get taken off. He has to lift the barracks. Okay, well, that, like I said before, as soon as you see the barracks lift, the situation has gone from bad to absolutely, completely, totally wretched. The float time is unbelievable to get it back here and producing. Unbelievable. It just gives Zerg so much breathing room. So right now, Sacsri is just going to pump out drones. That's it. Like, he is going to get himself into a very nice position. Obviously, he doesn't have a lot of tech or anything, but he can just make sunkens for defense. You know, he knows exactly how many Marines there are. He saw them come in and attack, and he knows that these need to float all the way back to make medics. So it's like the float time plus create 2 medics plus walk across the map, and he can easily add 2 sunkens in that time. eBay on the way. I got to tell you, though, like, even though I'm talking about how hard and bad this is for Mihu, like, he really has shown a lot of creativity here. You know, I watch, like, almost every single pro Terran game, and I don't see anyone after if the BBS gets held, you know, the barracks supply, as it's called, is held, the double proxy, then generally Terran's just dead. But the fact that he makes a bunker there, a bunker here, tries to go into Marine medic, very brave with the Marines, walking around trying to hold everything, right? Like, there's a lot to it. And I think Mihu has unbelievably, after going down to 7 SCVs, he's up at 17, making a factory, making missile turrets. He's trying to defend. The thing is, he has no idea what Sacsri has. Sacsri just started the Spire. When you see these depots, you're like, he might have mutas now. So Mihu has lost complete track of where he's at in this game compared to Sacsri. I know that he knows he's behind, but yeah, you're building these turrets minutes too early. But, you know, I guess it's probably better to have the turrets minutes early than to literally just die when the mutas fly into your base if you don't have them ready. All right, so I think a scan just went down in the main, so he saw the timing of the Spire. So now he knows that, like, well, I have all these turrets, I don't need them yet, I actually have some time still. But when you scan like that, you see that he has a 3rd hatch as well. So you know that the economy is going to be so much better than yours right now. Starport being made. I think he'll go tank. Will he go tank? Okay, so there's 2 ways you can do this. One is a 1-base tank all-in, which would end up adding a 3rd Rax, and you'd probably get Vessel or Valkyrie. With siege tanks, you go 2 siege tanks to siege mode and try to kill your opponent. The other way is to counter mutas really hard. So he'll just go like anti-muta with this. It could be a armory or it could be a science facility. Science facility feels a little bit smarter here because if you're going to win this game as Mihu now, odds are it's going to be very, very long. And so the vessels are going to scale better than anything else going up towards the end game. So, like, if you counter the mutas hard, take your expand, you know, maybe you can fight back in that way. But again, against a player the level of Sacsri, it feels unrealistic. More turrets are going down. He knows just how deadly Sacsri's Mutalisk Micro is. Hydralisk Den is on the way as well. It's great if you see your opponent doing something like this without the add-on and you go Lurker. It's like the one Starport Science Vessels doesn't do anything. Yeah, Sacsri in some serious control, taking that third base. His Muta's here, ready to do some harassment. I feel like they're doing more scouting than anything. Starts off killing a medic. Every single piece of gas that you get here as Mihu is so important because you're only on one geyser. And the thing is, you have to get Irradiate here as well. So it's like hard to afford anything. He's getting that +1 very smartly. He was fine. They do see the 3 racks. Oh, he did get the add-on. Okay, so maybe he's just ordering things in this way. I think you still have to get Irradiate, though. Yeah. There it is. But if you have this add-on, you might get only 1 vessel. But only 1 vessel is like Irradiate every minute and a half or so. Which, you know, that's a while. That's a while. Considering he can make 9 Mutalisks a minute when he has his 3rd gas up, it's that's not a lot of Irradiates that you're utilizing against him. All right, so trying to rebuild some turrets here. Mihu holding on for dear life. +1 carapace on the way. Yeah, the +1 carapace being added in for those Lurkers and Zerglings, just to give them some sustain as they run up to engage the Terran army. Sacsri's going to macro out of this like a champ. I got to tell you, it's an excellent hold from Sacsri and a very methodical follow-up from both players, with Mihu definitely being behind throughout, but trying to give himself some opportunities at least. Now, he does have a Radiate, so he's waiting for that moment when he's actually microing. So he microed towards him. That Irradiate ended up doing a huge amount of damage. So that was literally the best Irradiate you're ever going to get against Sacsri right there. Unbelievably good. But yeah, you don't want to do them as they're flying away or as they're spreading like this. See, a lot of times when they fly away, they spread a little. It's easier to pull them out. If they're flying away, your opponent isn't having to also click away from an incoming army. So you wait for them to be microing in, and you try to click one in the center, and you cross your fingers. So definitely some very damaged Mutalisks. A lot of Lurkers coming down. A dropship did pop out, so I guess that's the idea here, is get some damage done with a dropship. That is a lot of Lurkers, though, and these Marines cannot really hold on against that. All right, Stim's back. He does have that +1 armor, so hey, he gets 2 Lurkers there, but oh my god, down goes a vessel. Down goes just about everything. Stims into his own bunker. And this should be it. It looks like Sacsri going to take down our last Terran player from China. And Sacsri goes to the final match.